Hello, gang. How you doing? Welcome in, everyone. Finish. What was that thing that everyone told me about last week? It wasn't Hootsuite. You know, the thing that it will just deliver the same message to every platform. Excuse me, that you're on. I did bookmark it, but I can't find the bookmark now because I have about at least 5,000 things bookmarked. Lance, yay! Thank you for 10 months now. Hello, JLF. Hi, everybody. Okay. Yeah, because I can't remember what it was called. It shouldn't be showing any ads, BFG. That's weird. Has anyone else got that happening? If you're subscribed to my channel, you should not be getting adverts at all. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hello, Vicky Peterson. How are you? It was in between the sub. So not when you were sub then. Yeah, it will be in between the subs because if you're not subbed, then you get adverts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it wasn't really true what you were saying then. Even though you all subbed, you still see an advert. Because we don't do that here. If you're subscribed, you won't see any advert. Thank you for subbing again, PFG. Oh. Okay, so Lance, thank you very much for 10 months, mate. Maybe what you should do, BFG, is refresh, because your screen won't know that you have resubbed. So that's on you. All you need to do is refresh if you're thinking. So yeah, there you go. I didn't know that to begin with, but just refreshing sorts all of those little issues out. Hello, Energy Flash. How you doing? So, oh, that'll do. Look. I look like a mental patient now. So, due to a lot of DJing and a lot of gaming, a lot of phone use, a lot of studio time, I'm getting issues on this side. I don't think it's carpal. Carpal is like here. So it's not where my thumb is. It's here. And can go down to there. But it's here on the little finger, on the baby finger side. Yeah. And it has been a bit of a worry for me because obviously using my hands is my job. So, hello, Hartshorn. So, I've been a little bit spooked about it. I'm never ill. I never have any injuries or anything like that. So, this is the first kind of like injury I've had. So, I have to do. I know, right? Stop rocking so hard. So, I'm doing everything I can. Hello, Moosehip, to ensure that this horrible pain goes away. I mean, it's not bad, but then I don't know because I have quite a high pain threshold, but I also know that I shouldn't be having pain in my wrists. So if I just kind of like ignore it, that's probably not the right thing to do. It's an age thing. Is it? Ah. Say horrible again. Horrible. Stop it! You want me to say chocolate? Chocolate. Horrible. Horrible chocolate. Chocolate. Hartshorn is from America. Is it palm side? No. No, it's here. It's the baby finger one. It's here. Do you know what I think it's from? I'm going to do it with my other hand. I think a lot of it is from being on the phone and having the wrist in this position. Like that. Because it's not a normal position to have your wrist in, and gripping tightly as well. And then obviously being on computers, always on my mixer, doing very intricate little movements with your hands. Get a longer charger. Yeah, I have now. So yeah, all kinds of things. Picking your nose. But I am quite positive about it as well, because there's a lot of things you can do to alleviate it. So I've been doing cold compresses, warm compresses. I've got this on now. I'm taking something glucosamine. I'm taking some other liquid sports recovery drinks, which is good for cartilage, collagen, all those things. Yeah. Sellotape your phone to your hand. I'm having nothing more to do with being on my phone with this hand. This phone's just this hand is not having that phone anywhere near it anymore. So yeah. I will let you know what I find works and what doesn't. But it's fine. And then when it's okay, what will happen is I will forget to rest it and I'll overdo it. And then the next day it's back again. So it just needs some decent rest. Been having it up here so it's above the heart for a bit. Yeah. So, hey, actual Stevie. Yeah, Lance, I've got your engineering one with Eden in for you. So, yeah, if you got an email from me today, back from me today, you will be in today. So let's get started, because hi, Wayne, I have football training to do in a bit. So we better get through these. So first of all, we've got RR, which is Robin, and Erindil. So that was RR. Robin. It is fantastic. Did I play it on here, Bosky? Well, there you go then. I've obviously got good taste. I just heard it again today. I'd not heard it for a while, obviously, because it's just come out on that promo, but really good. Really, really good. And so is this track. Everything sounded perfectly placed sonically. The two different bass lines you got there, the one with the sliding portamento, almost Reese in the breakdowns, and then the more staccato one as well. It just sounded really nice. I loved the kick and the percussion, and I like the overall feel of it. It was giving me kind of like synthwave vibes as well as being kind of quite Deadmau5-esque as well. Quite progressive. Yeah. You know, like one of those tracks that you could just listen to for quite a while. Yeah, really, really liked it. I don't have RR's SoundCloud at the moment, but when I do, I'll pop it in the driving music. I'll pop it in the chat when I do. But yeah, thank you for sending it in. Now we have got Hartshorn, or as he's known to his friends, Hart Sean, and this is called Where the Beasts Sleep, featuring Jin. Pronounce. Here we go.
It's a nightmare, just a bad dream. When I wake up, I'll just go on pretending nothing has changed. And didn't I say it'd be fine? Couldn't I drop it this one time? It's okay, but nothing's okay. I'm sleepless in the city where the bees sleep soundly. Somewhere in my head, a little voice still tells me I'm not a hero. Don't call me brave. I'm oh so cynical. Don't leave me alone. Don't
How good was that? Oh my God. Oh. So make sure, please, that you go and follow Heart Sean on SoundCloud. Links in the chat now. Do a shout out as well, because Heart Sean does stream on Twitch as well. Yeah, I lived it. Absolutely lived it. And it's really nice to see that you're continuing to do the drum and bass stuff. Obviously, you've been doing the hardcore stuff for a long time, and I can imagine that this is, you know, on the side of being an artist and wanting to explore other areas, taking with you everything that you've learned in terms of music production and you know, your skill set into probably one of the hardest genres to create music in, D&B. And you've just done it amazingly. I love this switch up in there as well, where you go back to the hardcore double time, and it's so uplifting. It's very, is it Fox Stevenson? Reminds me a bit of, and also Subfocus. Very Subfocusy. Yeah. I love it. It just made me feel happy. However, I probably wouldn't play that one driving, purely because it will make me speed and I will lose my license. You've been sitting on that vocal for way too long. Yeah, but it's not way too long, because you knew. I do this as well. And I'm sure a lot of other producers do. When you've got a really, really good idea, like, there's no point doing a half-arsed job of it. It's absolutely okay to sit on it. Stop it, Richie. So good. Perv. Yeah, I am a percussion perv. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there you go. It's very easily done, and I've got some ideas I've still not brought to fruition. They're like 5, 6, 7 years old. Yeah. As long as it's not a procrastination thing, I don't think it's a problem to wait, you know, until you've got the right parts and the right, you know, because sometimes you're not going to make a track in one go. Sometimes you'll have an idea, and then on another session, you might get a riff idea, and then that riff doesn't need to be in a track straight away. Just save the MIDI, save a WAV file of it, put it into, you know, your folder of stuff that you've accumulated, even like inspirational sounds, things like that. And eventually, every little session that you've had, be that ripping samples, playing around with chord progressions, riff ideas, even like synthesis and, you know, making your own sounds, and, you know, all of that will eventually, you'll get all the bits and you'll be like, I remember doing this little riff like a few months ago. Let's see if that will fit with this vocal. You know, it doesn't have to just be every single studio session has to end in a finished track. I spent a very long time hating being in a studio session, because I would have it in my head, yeah, I'm going to do a tech house track today. I'm going to do a blah, blah, blah track. And I would very rarely be able to finish. It's only been very recently that I can now finish a track in, I don't know, between 4 and 8 hours. And even then, you still need to go and give it a break and listen to it on fresh ears, give it a fresh mix down, you know, possibly then put in the bells and whistles. But that takes a lot of time. So, you know, expecting ourselves to make a full track in one session is, something's going to end up being, suffering for that, be it the quality of the music or the believability of the melody or whatever it is. Sometimes it's good to give full attention to one area. And it sounds like you are giving full attention to every single area in this heart soul. And thank you so much for sending it in. I love that. Hey. Thank you for the bits as well. Fuck this. Okay, next we've got Ricky John. And this is Global Killer. So there we go. That is Ricky John, Global Killer. One thing I'm going to say, Ricky, just before I forget, is on the file that you gave me, and just if anyone can just either confirm that this is correct, what I'm about to say, or contrary it, because in the file name that you gave me, you've put a full stop. So it says Ricky John, full stop, Global Killer, then it's .mp3. Now, from my understanding, sometimes it can cause issues to have like a full stop in a file name, because the full stop or the dot denotes whatever comes after it as being the file type. So .mp3, .wav, .mp4, whatever it is. And I'm just wanting to make sure that you're aware of that being a thing. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Actual Stevie says other operating systems can dislike that. Great. Yeah. I think my understanding of that probably comes from using a Mac for a while. I use both, but I mainly use PC now. And also, yeah. So just be aware of that, because it might, if you start like uploading stuff or sending it to record labels, FTP sites, that kind of thing, it might cause a conflict of some description. But yeah, I just thought I would, use a dash or an underscore. So the old school way, when we used to have to upload tracks to our record labels to an FTP, and also to avoid any mishaps like that, every single word would have to be, you'd never put a space, you'd put an underscore. I don't think you need to go that far, but if you wanted to be really, really careful, swap out the space for an underscore or a dash. Yeah. Optimally, file names, no spaces, no percentages. Yeah, what is that weird thing when you just, it's when you put a space, creates a percentage sign, doesn't it? I have that on a lot of my old Mac stuff. Play percentage 20. Hi, Zarek. It's the weirdest thing, isn't it? Why that? Is it placement of where it is on the keyboard or something? I used to put space between everything so the file name looked massive. Brilliant. Just put Rick Astley on everything. It's fine. Is it HTML? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. So, to the track itself, I love stylistically what this is about. Maybe there could be a little bit more movement on your riff. Like maybe a phaser, automated a phaser over it. Maybe another counter melody might be really nice in there. It's a great chugger. It is 8 minutes long, so it could do with something that happens in the second half that's different to the first. I love the vocal chops. I love the question and answers, as I call them. And the other thing is, maybe go back and revisit the mix down for this, because there were a few things peeking out, and that might mean that you might be able to get the bass to cut through a little bit more as well. Hi, Chris. Just by on a separate day from, when you make the track, maybe 2 days later, maybe give it 48 hours at least, ear rest, and then go back and do another mix down. So I don't know if we've discussed mixing down. It's got phaser and flange on it, but I struggle with automation. Okay. So when you, what DAW are you using, Ricky? Honestly, right? As soon as you are implementing automation into your music, it's going to revolutionize everything else that you've already got here. Using Ableton. Okay, cool. Ableton's pretty easy to use in terms of the the automation. There's two ways to do it, isn't there? There's like, you can do it within the clip, or you can do it in the other one. It's not session mode, arrangement mode. Yeah, look, Bosky said that he's going to help you there. But yeah, honestly, once you've got that down, it will make so much difference. It will give you the ear candy that is the last kind of like, well, not the last, but it's like in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of, you know, upgrading what it sounds like to other people. What are your feelings about producing a track on your own and then running it through an AI to produce a song? Then compare the two and see what you like and want to pull into your final version. I think that's a good idea. I think that might give you some more creative ideas that you might not even have thought of. Yeah. Yeah, Ricky, you're not far off it now, mate. Just keep at it. But then I would say probably as important as automation is get used to mixing stuff down. So I do it at -6. Some people say -12. So I'll get my kick at around -6, and then I'll get the bass to be at -6, slightly under kick, but it's still around -6. And then bring in all the other percussive elements, bring in the synths at the loudest point of the track when everything's in, mix it all down to that. When you've incorporated automation, make sure where you're mixing it, where you're doing your mix down from, is when all of the automation is at its fullest, almost open, so that there's no, you know, clipping or that kind of thing. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Hello, Sowley. How are you doing? Yeah, like the AI stuff is there to be used, isn't it? I'm not scared of it. It is what it is. People 100 years ago would say what we're doing is cheating. So I don't see it as such. I see it as being a good tool. I don't think it will replace the need to make music, because I think music comes from a very deep place of expression. It's kind of the same as if someone wanted to write their own poetry or get an AI to write the poem for them, because it would probably wear off after a bit, wouldn't it? Like after you probably made like 3 or 4 tracks with an AI. I don't know. I can only speak from my own personal morals, beliefs, and experience. Other people can do what they want. But the thing is, you're cheating yourself out of one of the most amazing parallel journeys of self-awareness and belief of yourself when you learn how to make music. So some people learn that through becoming an athlete. Some people learn it through gaming. Some people learn it through writing a book. Some people do it through being a parent. Some people do it through overcoming addiction and childhood trauma. For me and people like probably a lot of you, one of the best portals into self-understanding and self-discovery is making music. And that amazing feeling you get when you can do it just that little bit better and that little bit better. And for me, that's kind of the point of it, not getting an AI to do it. However, I think sometimes we can get stuck in our little ways, in our disciplines. I know from someone who is classically trained, I had a lot of discipline in certain scales and chord progressions, which were kind of obvious ones and boring to me. And by using AI or using what was it I was using recently? Scalar 2 is a plugin called Scalar 2. I'd say that that's kind of like AI, machine learning as such. I used that and it would give me some ideas, some new ideas for chord progressions that I wouldn't have ever thought about doing myself. So how is that different to cheating, having the circle of fifths in front of you? Or using the scale function in the piano roll in Ableton? Is that now cheating? You know? So, yeah. I think it's all up to the individual. It's exciting though, isn't it? It's exciting that we're in a situation now where we've got all of these amazing plugins and free software and stuff to make our music different or express ourselves differently. It depends what you're doing it for. If you're doing it to get girls to give you fellatio, then you probably won't care that much who's making the track. You want to do it because you want to talk about your feelings. Then that's different. In fact, you've probably got more chance of getting girls to give you fellatio or boys to give you fellatio if you did express yourself deeply through music. Because they'd be like, oh my God, they're so deep. I learned guitar first. It took a while to get out of chromatic and pentatonic scales. Yep, there you go. Go. There you go, happy place traveller. I hope that that's helped you. It did. It always goes deep, Stevie. Life is deep. Life is very, very deep. But it is very simple. It's simple, but it is deep. Next up, we have got Peter Maxwell. This is Noel Squired, Run Out of Love, Peter Max remix.
Still I'm out of love to waste on you. I wish that I could turn it
There we go. That is the Peter Max remix of Noel Squire, Run Out of Love. I really like this. Really, really nice track. Really nice vocal. Yeah. Very different. And I like the switch up in the breakdown as well. It went into breaks, I believe. Yeah. Really nice. It was, again, it's one of those tracks where you could just have it on while you're driving and not know that it's been on for ages. Yeah, you should be really proud of yourself, Peter. I love that. Make sure you follow it. Where did I put it in the? Did I put your SoundCloud in the? Yeah, I did. Here we go. SoundCloud again. Yeah, I really liked it. Keep up the good work. I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know what we do with the demo drop in regards to sending in a track, send in one track only. Send it to demos. Send it to amberdpromo@gmail.com. Make sure that you head the email in the subject line demo drop. So so I know that it's for the show. Please don't send a link to a WeTransfer link or anything that will expire, because it will take me 2 or 3 weeks to get through all of the emails. We get sent loads now. So many. And when your track, or if your track is going to be on the show, you will get an email back from me to let you know that it is on the show. Usually it's probably, if you're lucky, you'll get it in on that week that you send it. But usually it's like 2 or 3 weeks. So if it's an idea that you've done and you might be changing it, maybe hold off and send it. I mean, I don't mind if you have to send a revised one, but this is where it's quite a good idea to send it a private SoundCloud link, because you can swap out the file. So it could still be the same URL, but I'm right in saying that, aren't I? It'd be the same URL, but you could just replace the file. You do, Bosky, yeah. So you wouldn't have to worry about sending me another email saying, oh no, it's this one. Oh no, it's this one. If you send a private SoundCloud link, you can just, if you do decide that you want to do more work on it, you can just change the file on the SoundCloud link. It's any genre at all. We have everything on here. Next up, we have got People Like Us, and this is called The Bells. Oh, I love that. Like I said in the chat, it reminds me a bit of the bells bit. It was very much like the horrorist one night in New York City. A proper grower, that one. I love the slight panning that you had on your rides as well. That's something that I've been doing a lot of recently. Hello, Ferg. Next week, I'll be back paleontology. I'm at Creamfields this weekend. I'll be there Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, I've got a trance gig. And then I've got Sunday Central. Got 2 gigs. So I won't be here at all this weekend. Yeah. I really liked it. I love your stuff anyway, people like us. Thank you, actual Stevie. 26 months now. Wow. Enjoy your new subscription. Really good groove to it. Yeah. Yeah. Bish bash bosh. It is what it is with people like us, and I'm a massive fan. Massive fan. And the percussion on that I especially liked. Especially when the rides came in. Thank you for sending it in, babe. Okay, next up we've got Madder. Oh, this is Boats and Hoes.
I know you touched my drum set, and I want to hear that dirty little mouth admit it.
Out of my face. I'm gonna roundhouse you.
You swear on your mom's life that you didn't touch it then. I swear to shit! Touch my drum, I will stab you in the neck with a knife, with a knife, with a knife. I am warning you, because I know I'm the special force. Where you go?
Going upstairs. I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set. Drum set.
Boats and Hose by Madder, in the same vein as the one from last week as well. Yes, Acid. Yeah, I really, really like this. I think it's kind of hard sometimes when you are taking ripping from film, from a film, because background noise, possible, like could have a bit of a backing track in the background. I do feel you could probably get the vocal, but that to be a little bit louder. And I wonder if it would be worth talking about I don't know if anyone knows the name of the program, because I've not used it myself, but I don't really use film samples and tracks. But if I was going to, I would use a piece of software that will separate all of the parts. You know, like a film is usually made in, what is it, Dolby 551, whatever it's called. And basically what it means is you get parts of you get all the audio in its separate stems, if you will. So like any effects will be on one channel, possibly like the vocals will be on their own channel. So you can just take whatever bit it is that you want, because the way that they're made for Dolby is sound separation. So on the DVDs themselves, they will have well, this used to be the old school way of doing it anyway. I don't know if it's still like applicable. You're taking it from a download off of a website or anything, but I guess if you had the DVD, you would be able to use this software. I wish I could remember the name of it. I'll ask Guy what it is, but it will separate it into the stems. So you'd actually be able to have the vocal on its own, quite possibly. Using the 7 EQ cut down to the third band to eliminate room noise. Or an even more, because that could work, but it's going to be very subjective as to what the room noise is, what the floor noise is. So another way that you can do it is you could do this in Audacity, or I know you can do it in Edison, in FL, where you take a little bit of the ambient noise and like select it, and then acquire room noise, and that way it will take away the exact frequencies of that sample in terms of the room noise. And that's usually a more exact way of doing it. So yes, noise remover in Edison. Yeah, I think they've got a new one now. I think there's a new update. But yeah, I think maybe just having the volume up a little bit would help with that. But yeah, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And yeah, there's some very good vocal... Oh, what's the name for it? My brain is ADHD for you. My brain's just going, not finding the words today. There are some other good tools out there as well. I'm sure someone's mentioned them in the chat. But I do it an old school way, so I like to find the noise, by the room noise, and then have Edison take it away from that particular sample. Ultimate Vocal Remover is free. Ooh, maybe give that a go, guys, because it's free. You might as well. It's amazing now, isn't it, what we can do in terms of cleaning up vocals from tracks. I've always had a bit of a love-hate relationship with stuff like that, because sometimes it can make the vocals sound a little bit wishy-washy. But it's been a long time since I've ever used them. Okay, next we have got... Yeah, so the serrato stems, when it does that, is iffy. It's not an exact science, is it? This is why it's good to know how to do it manually. Instead of just pressing a button and getting the software to do it for you, it's good to know what you're doing to the sound and how you can do that yourself and have full control over what is happening as well. Bye, Bosky. See you later, mate. Lads. Next up, we have got JLF and Terror, and this is Who Are...
Explain yourself.
I hardly know, sir. I've changed so many times since this morning, you see.
I do not see. Explain yourself.
I'm afraid I can't explain myself, sir, because I'm not myself, you know.
go, guys. JLF and Terra, who are you? First of all, I love Alice in Wonderland, so I'm going to love that vocal. Great question and answering elements there within the track. Just sounds great. It was, yeah, someone put brave key change. Yeah, so you'd expect, like, if there was a key change, it would just go up one. But then you took it up again. And I liked that. Like, that's a very memorable thing for me. I like the building up of it. It's great. Hello, John and Mish. Yeah. And I love the acid line as well. Hey. Yay. Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. Next up, we have got DJ Eden, Every Time You Touch Me. And this was engineered by Lance, the DJ, who's in the chat right now. Go. There we go, guys. That is DJ Eden, Every Time You Touch Me, engineered by Lance the DJ. I really like it. It's uplifting. It's interesting. I think some of the elements might have a little bit too much. I mean, this is probably just a subjective thing, but some of I think there was like a drum fill near the beginning. It sounded like there was a lot of reverb on it. And I think you might have some reverb on that bass line as well. And I just wonder, like, it's not anything that's like a massive deal, but I just wonder, like on the next track that you do, like maybe try having like no reverb or just reverb on like one of the mids or the top layers of the bass, because what I find is sometimes that last bit of the reverb then bleeds into the next beat of the next beat, if you know what I mean. And it can make it sound quite cloudy or quite muddy. Or have if you like the effect that the reverb, so there is a little bit on the donk, but not on the sub under it. Yeah, so maybe like, because sometimes having a reverb on can give a nice effect. So maybe having an LFO tool or, you know, some volume envelope on that, just to give the kick more room, so that it's not being, so it has that room where, you know, there could be a few areas frequency wise where that reverb is bleeding in. Yeah. That's probably the only thing that I would say could make it even more brilliant than it is already. But it doesn't take away from my enjoyment of it at all. But again, these are the incremental little improvements that we make every single time we've made a track. And that's why we have to make those tracks in order to progress to the next level of production mastery, whatever that is. So yeah. That's all I will say on that. But I love the vocal. Oh, JLF has said you could put the reverb on a separate channel and LFO tool it separately. Wow. I've never tried that. What would be the benefit of doing that, JLF? Would it give you a bit more control, maybe? I'm interested to know why that would be a technique to use. But yeah, interesting. Like we always say, there's more than one way to do things with music production. But yeah, I really, really like that, and I love DJ Eden anyway. She's a great DJ, and this is a really, really great track for her. You know, to be putting out there to elevate her as a DJ. And to give her a good insight into the world of music production as well. So yeah, well done, mate. It's on a 7 channel in Cubase with a gate. I think I need to set the gate threshold higher. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe don't be scared to see what it's like on being 100%. 100%. Because then you know that you're not getting any bleed through. Or even you could try looking into the reverb times for the tempo of the track. So, or you could even try, instead of using reverb, if you like the effect that you're getting, try in the sample, if it is a sample, or even if it isn't, it can be in the synth, try adding a bit of release, because sometimes adding a bit of release can give it that effect of having a bit of reverb in it. Again, more than one way to skin a cat. You shouldn't say that. I've just thought we shouldn't say that, really, should we? It's just an old saying. If anyone hasn't got English as their first language, and you're wondering why I'm saying about skinning cats, it's just a saying. I'm not going to do that. There's more than one way to do things. There you go. That's more PC. Yeah, in case you offend any cats. Well done, Lance. Love that. And guys, please make sure you follow Lance on Twitch. Thank you very much. There you go. Techno Joe has a good bit of advice. Bounce it down with the verb on it and then side chain it. Give your track more room to breathe. Yeah. Yeah. And again, that's quite a good technique to use for techno as well. But yeah, all in all, a great track, Lance. You should be very proud of yourself. Okay, next up we've got Stonebridge featuring Therese, Put 'Em High, and this is the Adam Taylor remix. There we go. Stonebridge featuring Therese Put 'Em High, Adam Taylor remix. Big hello to Pattern Perception. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I have only good things to say about this. I think it's a great rework of the original, which I loved anyway. And I can't remember where that trance riff is from, but I recognise it. And isn't that brilliant when you find a vocal and you know what the original melody around that vocal is, but then you find another progression for it, because it really makes it can make the vocal sound really different. I think you enjoyed it too, Kid Dynamo. Maybe a little bit too much. No, that's not possible. Hey, Madda, we've just listened to your song. We were listening to Boats and Hoes. We loved it. Yeah, sorry for starting early. I've got football training soon. But yeah, thank you very much to Adam Taylor. Next, we have got DJ Campbell, and this is Anything at All. Okay. All right. DJ Campbell and Anything at All. Do you know who would really like this track, apart from me and everyone else in the chat? General Bounce. This is so up his street. I hope you've sent it to him. If you haven't already. Definitely send it to him. I love it. I love all your switch ups. I love all of the energy. I love the vocal. I loved the pitch bend on the synths. He's took this one. Yeah. I knew the moment he would hear this. It's such, and house arrest. Yeah. Makes complete sense to me. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah. I really liked it. I love all of your stuff. Hello, Dr. Duruklut. You've joined us right at the end. So, yeah, I have to rush off. Unfortunately, I've got football practice now. Well, I haven't. The kids have. Yeah, make sure you go and follow DJ Campbell. Next week, what's happening next week? Tuesday next week. See if I'm here. So all this weekend I'm not here. I'm here Thursday. But I'm not here Friday. I'm not here Saturday, and I'm not here Sunday. I'm at Creamfields Friday and Saturday, and I have 2 gigs in Sheffield and Birmingham on the Sunday. I might see you on Monday, but then on Tuesday, I'm going to see my dad. I'm taking the kids to Wales, see their granddad for a few days, and so I'll be away all that week, and I should be back on the 2nd of September. So yeah, thank you everyone. Dr. Drew Clue, I've not seen a thing from you. So resend it, please. It won't be next week now. It'll be the week after, because I have some family time that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, I'm gonna be away. Thank you again to everyone who sent music in. Keep sending music in. Apologies for not being able to get to them straight away. We do have quite a big backlog. There's been a few weeks where I've not been able to do the demo drop for one reason or another. So please be patient. If you haven't heard from me in a few weeks, please feel free to send another email. I don't mind at all. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for you guys being here. I'm grateful that you keep sending in your amazing music, and that we are getting to be better producers together. Yay! We're going to Aqualoop TV right now. So yeah, I'll make sure I set it to watch now so you can watch it back before I go to football practice. And I will see you on Thursday. So 2 days time. Or a day's time. Love you. Bye.